Today, Chelsea have been linked with Douglas Luiz. It's been talk over the last couple of days that Chelsea are looking for a midfielder. If today come out that it looks like that midfielder target is going to be Douglas Luiz. Now, they're saying that both us and Aston Villa have been offered the player. Obviously, his loan spell with Nottingham Forest, he's not really playing like that. So, Juventus probably maybe want him to go somewhere else to get a higher amount of playing time to, you know, put him in a shop window and get him a higher price to maybe sell him in the summer. Nottingham Forest don't really want him. His agents and him himself don't want him to not be playing, especially in the World Cup year. And Chelsea and Aston Villa are looking for midfielders. Douglas Luiz obviously has the Aston Villa links, and Chelsea, obviously, we're having issues with Dario Sugo and Romeo Lavia's fitness. Caicedo playing too many minutes, Endo playing too many minutes, and then Santos in there. So we're a bit light in the midfield, and it's a bit mad that we're signing another midfielder, because when you think of bodies, we should be okay, because you've got Cole in there, you've got Enzo in there, you've got Caicedo, etc. You've got Lavia and Asugo, but obviously these guys are struggling with injuries, so this is why we need or want another midfielder. I think I'm not fully against it, but I think maybe we could have got a different profile or different. I don't think the profile is an issue. I think we just need depth in these positions, and if Romeo, I don't know what it means about Romeo's injury. Does that signal to us that maybe the injury is worse than we thought, and maybe it's quite a bad injury? Because back in November, they were saying, oh, he's out for a month, and it's been like a month and a half now plus. So we're looking at Lavia thinking, are we going to see you again? You know, are we going to be able to, well, we know we're not going to be able to really rely on him because we haven't really been able to, but he's such a good footballer, man. When people are talking about sell Lavia, sell him this, and I'm like, come on, guys. I understand that people are upset about, obviously, his lack of minutes and he's not reliable, but it doesn't make sense to sell Romeo Lavia. Now, we will go back on to talking to Douglas Luiz in just a second, but it doesn't make sense to sell Romeo Lavia if him coming in, Douglas Luiz coming in, means that Lavia's injury is serious. We're not going to see many minutes of him until the summer. It will be good to at least give him another year and a half or so, a year to 2 years. I understand that's a lot of time and people won't have the patience, but you have to think of it from a club point of view. Do you sell an asset at its lowest point, or do you trust in that asset, especially when you invested 60 million in that asset and it's a good asset on its day and when it's, you know, up? So selling him, to me, just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. I think you would sign an 8 profile in the summer, like an Anderson, somebody can play 6 and 8. I wouldn't go selling Lavia. I think that would be very dumb, because if we can get his fitness sorted, he's still a young man, he's still growing. He's like, what, 21, 22? If you can get his fitness sorted, that's a serious player that you have on your books. So for me, the Lavia sale, I wouldn't be entertaining that. But back to Douglas Luiz, of course, yes. So this will likely be a loan, probably a loan, dry loan deal. Probably won't be a loan to buy. Just 6 months. Can he come in? Can he help us? And just push us towards that Champions League qualification. Every time I say that, it hurts me, because this season really shouldn't be Champions League top 5 battle. Even if you're not going to win the league, be comfortably in the top 5. But we're battling with Manchester United, who, listen, they're getting rid of Casemiro. It broke today that Casemiro will be leaving the football club, so they're going to be looking for midfielders in the summer too. Wharton, Baleba, Anderson. I said it in my TikTok video. These are the guys that will be on the market for the summer. So this is why we're doing this loan deal, because we don't want to commit to a midfielder now when, you know, the big auction for midfielders, Premier League midfielders, is in the summer. So the Whartons, Balebas, Andersons, as I said, maybe others. So these are the main guys. And Douglas Luiz, for me, I think he'll come in and do okay. I think he'll do, you know, defensively decent, come in, move the ball well, especially in a possession-based side, pop up with goals maybe, be good deputy for Enzo and good deputy for Caicedo in the 6 or the 8. I wouldn't mind him in either position. So for me, I'm fully down to sign this player. I'm not thinking, oh, some people are very like, oh, Forest 4th choice midfielder, this, that, and the other. We get a loan signing. What else are we expecting? You know, it's a loan signing to come in and help us get in the top 5, and then in top 5, hopefully. But it just is. It's hard to talk about this football club without. I know this is Douglas Luiz's video, but I just can't not complain about the owners, because we're in the top 5 battle with Manchester United and Liverpool. We've been dog water all season, and we're having to sign a loan signing. And in the summer, are we going to go and get an Anderson? If we get an Anderson, are we going to get the right centre-back? So Jackie deal, I really don't think it's going to happen. There'll be a video dropping on that as well, the Cherry Jackie's just deal and everything, what I think of the player, on the YouTube channel. So make sure to like, subscribe, and hype the video. Comment your thoughts on Douglas Luiz and Jackie on the new video. Put notification bell on, subscribe, and lock in with the channel. But yeah, it's just the summer. I mean, what is the summer going to be? What nonsense are they going to serve up this pre-agreed and a mega deal? Why do we get him? I just don't understand. Kenda's coming back. Yay, that's good. What attackers mattered? Yay. What attackers are we going to get? Who knows what midfielders? It's just bleak. The football club is bleak at the moment. You've got Rosenia and Maresca playing the exact same way, playing with midfielders and fullbacks the exact same way. Yes, they have the same philosophies, but they're doing the exact same thing the exact same way. That sounds like board interference to me, all the things that we heard when Maresca got sacked, all of these rumours and stuff. So you've got Cole Palmer news. I know that the Cole Palmer Man United news is likely not true, and it's not, you know, but the fact that we're even in a position where they're on the up at the moment and we're looking to really just screwed, and we have this bad ownership and all these things. It's like Cole Palmer, you know, it's not completely impossible that in the future could be a possibility if we don't fix up. And then you even got people talking about Reece James. His contract ends in 18 months, and it's like, are they, you know, are they gonna, you know what they're like when it comes to older players contracts? They're gonna do something down there. It's just it's infuriating, man. You can't do anything about it. You just watch people leave your club that you like, and not watch us sign bad players, and just watch other teams do well, and it's very, very, very annoying. I'll be honest, it's very, very jarring and very, very annoying to watch in 4K. But you know, we get on with it. So that was a bit of a tangent, but Douglas Luiz. When we're talking about transfers, it always has to come back to the ownership and what they're doing to the football club. But Douglas Luiz on its own, for me, decent signing, decent idea. I'll back it. It'll be a good midfield signing. Hopefully he can push us on to that Champions League. And if he does well, of course, there's an option for the permanent move, because you've already been here 6 months. If you've already done well, just go and get him. Hopefully it's not no Saul Niguez thing. Hopefully it's not any one of them trash Chelsea loans that seem to happen, where we loan a guy and he's just trash. Dennis Zachariah's another one. Whenever we loan midfielders, whether that's in January with Zachariah. No, Zachariah was on someone, to be fair. Whenever we learn midfielders, it doesn't go well. But hopefully this time it will. So, like, subscribe, Douglas Luiz. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.